What's going on, guys? My name is Matt, RMC Sports Talk. Today with some more Black Ops 2 zombie information. James C. Burns, also known as Sergeant Frank Woods, who is the voice actor and actually the real actor of Frank Woods in Black Ops 1 and 2, actually put up an analysis video of the Black Ops 2 zombie trailer that came out recently. And since he already knows more about the game, he was able to give us some insight, not really some exact details, but some insight on what we didn't know, what we didn't catch in the trailer. In the beginning of the trailer, the bus that comes up actually honks the horn when it stops, and he says this horn might signify something. And I'm thinking that it might increase the difficulty or the round, even though we didn't see any rounds in the actual trailer itself. That could have been theater mode, so possibly there are actually rounds in the map transit, even though it's more of a campaign type. Or they might not be rounds, and there might be more like No Man's Land, where whenever the siren goes off, the zombies get ridiculously intense, and it signifies that the zombies are getting more powerful and increasing in speed, and they're getting harder, basically like the rounds are going up. So that's something that we can think about, the horn signifies. And then also, when the doors open, the game is on, he says, but when the doors close, something else happens. He doesn't specify what it is because he's obviously not allowed to tell us yet, and it's still supposed to be a mystery. However, this does tell us that something happens when the doors close. So maybe the round doesn't go on when the doors close. When you're inside the bus, maybe you are actually safe when you're inside the bus and they can't attack you, although we did see them attacking the bus when we were riding in the bus before. So I'm not sure about that. Maybe something special happens in the bus when you go there. Maybe the Pack-a-Punch is in the bus and you have to go in the bus and fight out the zombies while you Pack-a-Punch. Just a thought. If you guys have any ideas about that, leave a comment. Also, he says that the robot driving the bus around the map, actually, all he says is, all I can tell you is do not piss him off. So I'm assuming that there's something we can actually do to the robot to make him interact with us and possibly piss him off that might screw us over and make it harder for us to move on in the game. The next thing he points out is kind of important. He says that there's aerosol cans, gasoline tanks, and there's toolboxes over there on the right, as you can see. And before the trailer, when you see the door that actually helps make the riot shield that we saw in the trailer, there are actually aerosol cans and gasoline tanks right next to that door. And he says that there's all these fire zombies around the map. Obviously, as we can see, there's fire zombies. So he actually says, put the math together. Aerosol cans, gasoline tanks, fire zombies. How can you make the zombies into fire? So it's pretty self-explanatory that you light the gasoline on fire, you blow it up, and that's how all the zombies become fire zombies, possibly. Or it's also because of the lava, that's what I'm thinking. And he also says the toolboxes, you're actually going to need the tools to build the riot shield. You can't just take two parts and magically put them together. You're going to actually need to go and find the tools in the toolbox, wink wink, and to use them to make the actual riot shield to build it. The last thing he says is this nerdy guy that's got the pocket protector is actually going to be helping make these the riot shield, or maybe he didn't really say that, but he implied that you're going to need someone smart and an engineer-like person to make the riot shield or to build stuff. So this is the guy, and he also says this guy's got a calculator, wristwatch kind of thing, a special wristwatch. It's not like just regular old watch. It's a legit nerdy geeky watch, and he says that it's not there for any reason, you know, like it's there for a reason. It's obviously they zoom in on that for a purpose, and it has an actual effect on the game. So what I'm assuming is that since he said timer, I'm assuming that he means that it's going to be some kind of counter. Maybe as time goes on in the game, it will get harder, or maybe it will count the rounds, and you have to only that player can see that. I mean, I really don't know. There's a lot of possibilities you can do with that wristwatch, but he obviously said something about time and being involved in the game, and that wristwatch has an importance with the timer aspect or the calculator aspect or some kind of number aspect. And all I can think about is rounds and time increasing. The game gets harder as you move on, which would make sense. So those are the things we have so far. There's a lot of speculation to speculate about in there, a lot of questions and loose ends, but there's a lot of information there as well that we didn't really pick up on that's actually important. I would never thought of the wristwatch would be important, but apparently it is. So hope you guys can leave comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I really want to know. We can work this out together and figure it out. Also, be sure to subscribe for the latest Black Ops 2 news. Check out my sister's video. She's put up her first video. Also, check out the other video on the screen. Slap the like button across the face for this awesome information, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.